You ever have one of those weeks where you honestly think, all right, that's it. I've seen it all. Nothing can surprise me anymore. And then your HOA Karen goes and decides she's smarter than the entire county government? Yeah, that was my week. The kind of week where the moment you think things can't get any dumber, the universe hands you front row tickets to the craziest show in town, and the popcorn's free. So, here's how it started. Picture me on a regular Tuesday morning, standing at the mailbox, still half awake, and suddenly my heart just sinks. There it is, a bright red property tax delinquency notice right in my hand. The kind that's all caps and threats. Pay immediately or face legal action. Only problem is, I'd already paid my taxes. Twice. Just in case they didn't get the first one. At first, I'm thinking maybe the county messed up, systems glitch happens all the time. So, I call up their office, and this lady gets on the phone, real polite, but then her voice drops like she's about to tell me the aliens have landed. Sir, according to our records, your last payment was voided. Voided? Ma'am, how you void a check that's already cleared my account? She gets real quiet, then sort of whispers, well, someone logged into our portal using a local HOA admin account. Now, my brain's doing somersaults. My HOA has zero business touching my tax records. None. Unless, of course, somebody's been forging stuff. So, cut to me, coffee in hand. Mug says, don't test me before caffeine. Marching right out my front door, and who's there waiting by my mailbox, arms crossed, sunglasses on, smile tighter than a jar lid from hell? Karen. She goes, oh, I see you got the notice. Maybe next time you'll follow community payment guidelines. Community what now? This is the same HOA that can't keep the pool from turning green in July. And now they're managing county taxes? I laugh, but inside, every alarm I've got is just screaming. I hustle back inside, pull up my county portal, and there it is, my entire tax record has been tampered with. Payment date changed, receipt deleted, and right there on the modification log, Karen HOA admin. At that point, I realized this isn't just snooping, this is straight up hacking. All because Karen wants to prove I'm not a responsible homeowner. I mean, this isn't Desperate Housewives, this is actual fraud. So I could have gone nuclear right there, but no, sometimes you gotta outsmart the crazy. I called the county office again, this time asked for the IT department. Enter Mark, the tech guy. Looks like he runs on caffeine and pure chaos. I spill the whole story, and he's like, hold on, let me check the access logs. 5 minutes later, I hear, user, you might want to sit down. Turns out, the login editing my records came from the HOA Clubhouse computer. Username? Karen HOA admin. Not even trying to hide it. So, I do what any halfway sane person would. I grab my phone, start recording, and head straight for the clubhouse. Karen's in there, flipping through paperwork. I go, hey, you got a minute? The county says you've been real busy lately. She smirks, tosses her hair. Oh, I just make sure everyone's following the rules. Some people need reminders. I go, you mean forging tax bills? You could watch the color drain out of her face faster than a printer running out of ink. She starts stammering, I don't know what you're talking about. So, I show her the video of the county log with her username. She looked like she'd just seen a ghost, maybe a lawsuit. And because karma's got perfect timing, Mark, the county IT guy, walks in right then. Turns out he drove over to deliver the official report in person. He looks at Karen and says, ma'am, your login was used to alter county tax records. That's a felony. She tries to blame some imaginary volunteer, but Mark just shakes his head. The computer also has your photo ID scan from last week's HOA budget submission. Boom. Checkmate. By the end of the day, sheriff's deputies are standing out on her perfectly manicured lawn. Karen's out there screaming, this is a misunderstanding, while clutching a glass of Chardonnay like it's Exhibit A. I'm on my porch, sipping iced tea, watching the world's best live soap opera unfold right in my front yard. Turns out, she'd been forging other homeowners' payment records too, trying to make folks look delinquent so she could find them and pad the HOA revenue. Literally cyber-frauding people for $20 fines. The county pressed charges. The HOA sent out an official apology, and my favorite part, the letterhead said, we regret the actions of our former treasurer, Karen. Former. The sweetest word in the English language. And me? I got a new rule passed. Nobody touches homeowners' financial info without county oversight ever again. If Karen taught us anything, it's that you don't hand a petty neighbor a login and a grudge. But you'd think after getting caught forging government documents, Karen would lay low, maybe take up yoga, meditation, something quiet. Wrong. Karen doesn't retreat. She reinvents her chaos. 2 weeks later, I get a letter taped to my front door. Written in Comic Sans, which is basically the international sign for brace yourself, stupidity incoming. It reads, "Dear residents, due to ongoing investigations, I, Karen, have stepped down as HOA treasurer, but will serve as community liaison for morality and aesthetics." Morality and aesthetics? Lady, you're not the Pope of the cul-de-sac. Next day, she's back, clipboard in hand, marching up and down the street, snapping photos of mailboxes and lawns like she's with the FBI's Department of Overgrown Grass. Every time she sees me, she shoots daggers, like I'm the one who stole her identity, when she's the one who practically invented identity theft for the suburbs. But it gets better. She decides to sue the county. Yep, the same county she got busted hacking. Claims emotional distress and reputational damage due to false accusations. I almost framed the court summons just for laughs. The whole neighborhood's buzzing. People start having secret HOA survivor meetings at my place, swapping Karen horror stories. Turns out, she once fined old Mrs. Patterson for unapproved porch furniture, a single folding chair. Another neighbor got fined for parking violations on his own driveway. Karen ran a suburban dictatorship with nothing but a Target clipboard and too much time on her hands. Come court day, I show up, not just for support but for the show. Karen walks in with a hot pink blazer and sunglasses, like she's gunning for a role in Legally Blonde 3, the HOA edition. Judge takes the bench. It's the same one whose signature Karen forged on fake fines last year. Looks at her file, sighs, and says, "MS. Karen, you're suing the county for emotional distress." Karen nods like a dashboard bobblehead. "Yes, Your Honor. I've been unfairly targeted for upholding community standards." Judge squints by hacking government systems. Karen, I didn't hack anything. I was auditing. The whole courtroom cracks up, even the bailiff's biting his lip. Then Mark, our favorite IT guy, gets called up. He's got the receipts, login records, timestamps, even a screenshot of her desktop with the county portal open next to Solitaire. Only user logging in was Karen. Using the password, I love rules 23. Place goes dead quiet, then erupts. Even the judge can't help but smirk. Karen tries one last Hail Mary. Someone could have stolen my password. Judge, do you share your computer? Karen, of course not. It's password protected. Judge, with the password I love rules 3. At that point, even her own lawyers probably wishing for witness protection. Case dismissed in under 10 minutes. But does it end there? Oh, you sweet summer child. Karen storms out, gives an interview to the local news, claiming it's a smear campaign against order-loving citizens. Reporter tries not to laugh. Ma'am, are you aware you've been permanently removed from all HOA positions? Her jaw drops like her brain just unplugged. Back in the neighborhood, we have a little barbecue, just burgers and lemonade. Banner says in loving memory of HOA sanity, 2016 to 2025. Karen drives by, glaring like a cartoon villain in exile. Someone shouts, "Hey Karen, want to audit the grill too?" She speeds off so fast, the squirrels hit the deck. So you'd think that's the end. Peace returns, right? Nah. A week later, weird letters start showing up, and signed, full of legalese, Comic Sans again, threatening oversight committee fines. Same grammar, same drama. She wouldn't owe, she would. Karen went rogue, started her own shadow HOA out of her garage, even made a Facebook group called Real Citizens for Real Order, profile picture, a golden retriever in necktie. Comments locked, obviously. Now, I let her dig her own hole. Sometimes that's the only way. When someone's that addicted to control, sooner or later they press send one too many times. And, buddy, that hole became a crater fast. One morning, shiny gold envelope in my mailbox, fancy seal, Official notice from the Neighborhood Oversight Committee. Didn't have to open it to know who, but I did. Inside? Effective immediately. All houses must be repainted community-approved beige. Non-compliance, $500 per day. Beige. Lady, my house is gray and I like it that way. Best part, it's signed in cursive. Karen, interim chairwoman, Neighborhood Oversight Division, self-appointed. I about spit my coffee everywhere. But, shockingly, 3 neighbors start painting their houses because they think it's real. That's when I know it's gone too far. I call Mark, yep, the IT guy, tell him, you're not going to believe this, but Karen's back. He groans, what now? I send him the letter, and 10 minutes later he's laughing so hard he can barely talk. She used the county logo again, the same one she Googled last time, same wrong font. County already warned her, do it again, it's a felony. Mark forwards everything to the sheriff. Meanwhile, Karen's posting daily bulletins in her fake group. Unauthorized lawn gnomes will be removed. Citizens failing to attend weekly moral meetings will be documented. Documented where, Karen? In your scrapbook of bad decisions? Here's the kicker. One night, 9 p.m., flashing lights down street. Everyone peeks out their windows like it's the 4th of July. Sheriff's deputy walks up, folder in hand. Ma'am, we have a warrant to search for forged documents. Karen, in robe and curlers, screams, this is harassment. I'm a government ally. Deputy, deadpan. You're not government anything, ma'am. They walk in, come out minutes later with boxes. Fake HOA letters, stamped confidential property compliance, stacks of them. She had a whole operation, scanner, printer, spreadsheets, titled Residents to Discipline. She'd sent out fake fines, even collected $2,000 on Venmo as Community Fund HQ. She didn't just cross the line. She bulldozed it, paved it, and charged a toll. Cops load the boxes. Karen screams, you can't do this. I am the HOA. Deputy turns, not anymore, ma'am. You've been impeached by reality. By morning, we're celebrating again. Someone updates the sign out front. Welcome to Maple Ridge Estates, Karen free since Thursday. The county charges her with fraud, impersonation, misuse of government insignia. Court gives her probation, community service, and, this is beautiful, a lifetime ban from HOA activities. She can't even attend a bake sale if association is on the flyer. Funniest part? During her court-ordered service, she reports to Mark. IT guy. First day, she shows up in sunglasses, says, just so you know, this is beneath me. He goes, yeah, ma'am, that's the point. What did I learn? If you ever move to an HOA neighborhood, don't just check property value. Check for Karens per square mile. Some folks aren't just nosy. They're power-hungry with a copy of Microsoft Word. These days, life's peaceful. Barbecues, green lawns, no fake fines taped to doors. But every so often, a random Facebook page pops up, Neighborhood Reform Committee, Citizens Against Lawn Disorder, and we all just laugh. She's still out there somewhere, probably writing a fake citation for someone's windshield. So let me ask you, if this was your neighborhood, what would you do about a Karen like that? Where's the line between order and obsession? Drop your thoughts down below. Share your HOA horror stories. Let's see whose is the wildest. And hey, if you want more real-life drama like this, hit that subscribe, tap the bell. Every click keeps me bringing you these stories of justice and neighborhood shenanigans. Catch you next time, where maybe, just maybe, order wins and Karens lose.